Data structures and algorithms has become the fundamental parts in programming. So I have prepared this video series of DSA to fulfill the needs of the students, covering the most of aspects of the data structures and the logic behind these structures. Hey dears, it's my immense pleasure to welcome in this video series of DSA, Data Structures and Algorithms. And in this video series, I'm expecting that your supports, your valuable comments, and your small efforts supports that makes great change in your life, in my life. So please, if you are new, do subscribe. If you like this video, please don't forget to share and comment within your friends. So let's talk furthermore. By the way, this video, these lectures I have prepared based on the data structures and algorithm by using the C programming language at the graduate levels, especially for the BCA. It is also convenient for the BIM students, BBIS students, BIT, B.Sc, CSIT, BE computer, and B.Ed as well as. So let's discuss furthermore. So based on BCA, I have designed here some contents that I have displayed on the screen so that you can see this course covers this all the topics. Within these topics, we will discuss all in separate subtopics. So in details, it's in all different video. So stay tuned with us and enjoy. If there is some comments, some queries, please give one simple your comments so that I can keep in touch with you and help you. Thank you. So let's discuss furthermore. So chapter 1, introduction to the data structures. In this series we will discuss about the basic fundamentals of data structures. What is data structures, who require data structures, and for what purpose we use. So importance of data structures, as well as we will discuss with some these contents. So I have given here some contents like introductions, and then importance, requirements of data structures to learn some like basic requirements, what you need to be more clear about the data structures, as well as data classifications. And furthermore, I will include in another video because it's my first video, so may it takes lengthy if I will include this all. So I will try to make it short as possible. So let's go furthermore. So first we are going to discuss about the data structures and algorithms. What is that? Before that, I would like to go with some content in our real life. So without data, even we are not able to speak any single word, single comment, or single speech. So we have some data in our brain, in our mind, in our memory, so that we are being able to speak. So data are required in everywhere, every fields, like to make the decisions, to speak, to do some performance, even any devices, or we human beings, we need data. So the data, what is data actually? So data are raw facts, figures, which is unorganized form, which need to be organized according to our objectives, according to our purpose. We will organize and we will implement that data. So data can be collected by observing, by measuring, by monitoring, and obtaining from the various resources. So what is data structure? Like, although you have data, But if you are not being able to organize that data in proper order while speaking or while using, you may fail in that particular way, in that particular task. Like, to make the decisions, we have to access the data first, manipulate the data, and then according to data we will be able to make the decisions. Like here, data structures is required. Structures is the mathematical and logical model of organizing the data into related data, especially we can say, which is related in some extent, in somehow, to each others as each elements. Okay, so we can find here mathematicals means we can say the predefines, which is maybe in sequential orders, maybe ascending orders, descending orders, in our proper orders. That is the mathematicals. And logically how they are related to each others. How means logically means according to our objectives, according to our purpose, how we are going to organize, like way to inserting, way to deleting, way to modifying, way to manipulating. So that all includes in logical. So, and furthermore, we can find that data structures are the programmatic way of storing data so that data can be accessed, manipulated efficiently. And it is the process, it is the method also we can say, because it is one of the technique, it is one of the tools of organizing the data of so that in computer, so that we can use data efficiently. But by the way, I would like to note here, this data structures is neither we can say, neither it's any program or softwares, neither it is data type, but it is the method, it is the way, so that we can organize our data, our collected data, our valuable data. So data are our most important things for any organizations, for any human beings, so that human beings can make the decisions, can be able to perform any types of tasks. So data structures and algorithms are the fundamental building blocks of the computer science also we can say, because everywhere we need data, because we are talking about the digital data, digital formations of data. So in this way we can find some different definitions of data structures. So what is data structures we can find, if you'll be clear about the data structures. I would like to give someone example in our real life. So if you have bunch of books, okay, so bundles of books, and which is unorganized, scattered somewhere, like somewhere here we have numbers of DSA book, data structures books. I need right now, but if in this condition, how can I find? Suppose I have library, but my library is like scattered, all books are scattered somewhere like this. How can I find that? So it takes time to find a source like over there, unmanaged situations. But data structures, it helps you to manage in proper order, the way of according to our decision, according to our maybe purpose, how you are going to organize that all data in proper order. So that is the DSA, so that teach us. So here, in if your books, all books are organized in a particular in subtopics, maybe according to the topics or subtopics, if then it helps you to search book or retrieve book or access books in a short time. So for that purpose it is required. I have already notified you that DSA is neither it's a program or like a data type, but it is the methods only, so that we will not use physically these data structures and algorithms in any programs or like that, but it's required. If you have knowledge, automatically you will be able to program, you will be able to write the program efficiently. So let's see here, data structures is mainly specifies some things, some events, like organizing sub data with different operations. So it helps to organizing of data with the different operations. Like I told you, while organizing the data, we must think how we can insert more data or new elements, new data, and how we can retrieve, how we can delete, how we can modify or manipulate. That all we have to think about that. And the degree of associativity means how they are associated, how they are linked each others. Okay, so we must think about that, so that we will be organized. Means for what purpose, what is the objectives, what is the purpose of that organizing the data. So another is processing alternatives for the informations. So we will have the different alternatives according to maybe objectives or any we will get the different alternatives, and we will select the best alternative for that particular situations, for particular data. So therefore we can say algorithms and its associated data structures from an efficient programs. So we can also say like this: algorithm plus data structures makes an efficient programs. So learning DSA can be challenged. It seems like when we'll see the topics, name of the topics at first, what I feel when I was a student, I feel like data structures is one like challenging. It's like huge, but not. It's really worthful in our programming. Although it seems like we don't need to go through this all, because nowadays we can find the different types of compilers, editors, and frameworks that really helps in our programming. It makes our programming faster and executing faster. It requires less memory. Nowadays we don't have worried about the memory as well, as I think so. But DSA is really valuable skills in your life. Most of let's see, I will discuss about some importance that we will discuss. So for the better opportunities, it is important. So really nowadays it's some product based companies, they require this DSA. How we whether we have if you are going to for interview, so to crack interviews you must have the such knowledge, so that they can assume that you have such logic knowledge and you will be able to write the program. So increase the earning potentials, also that personal satisfactions, that really is helps us like we did it. Efficiency, it helps to increase the efficiency, and helps to increase the efficiency of the programs. So within short time, numbers of huge data can be manipulated, and within the short memories, and scalability also, and correctness also, it helps to like guidelines, so that we can write the programs. And reusability, if you'll be able to logically analyze that problem or the tracks, so that you will be able to write the well efficient program. And well, some importance of data structures have we have gone through that, but still I'm focusing on that. Efficient data storage and retrieval, for that purpose it is required. Efficient algorithms, for writing the algorithms, improve the problem solving skills. It helps to, although it is not language, any language, so we write the programming, but it is the skills. It is one of the most important skills behind your programming language, so that you will be able to logically understand and logically create the creativity, create the logics on your program. So that's why it is really important. So let's talk about the abstract data types. Abstract data types is one of the main features of data structures, we can say. We can say the abstract data types. Let's go through the definition. I think it will be clear about it. So it is the mathematical models of logically represents the data that tells only essential features without including its background details. So background details, any types of data nowadays, whether we use like when let's I will give you one simple example. When you assign any data types like integer data type int x or a b c d somewhere that holds the particular real data defined by the users or input given by the users, they create the space in memory somewhere in primary memory, so that they are able to hold that particular data. So that is a ADT also, we can say, or kinds of ADT. We don't know the particular like there is instructions already written, the instructions we just assigned and we were able to use. But behind that, there are numbers of codings, numbers of logic are written so that they are able to hold that particular data and store in computer memory. Okay, so that is the data abstractions. So data abstractions generally we use in high level language. While using the high level language, object oriented programming language, we use ADT, abstract data types, because abstract data types helps us to assign directly that particular variables or particular functions or particular like class objects, so that we can create some other module, other function programming to include in our main program. Okay, so behind the coding there are numbers of codings, you can find the logics, but these are all abstracted, all hidden. Like users don't want to go through your codings. Although you have knowledge about the codings, you write the codings, but you just don't want users want only objects on the screens and that user interface where their users just touch or click so that it may be functionables. So users damn care about that behind the codings, that all what you have done as a programmer. So that is the abstractions. So creating the different functions, we use the abstractions like insert functions. If you're going to create insert functions as insert element or delete functions, so that is also a kind. So once if you write programming that for the particular functions, defining that particular functions, then you directly next time you just call that functions, you don't need to write repeatedly that codes. So that is the motive of abstractions. So let's talk some advantages of data abstractions as well as like modularity. Also we can find it helps to module, it helps to break down the different types of functions, and so that we can make the different sorts of modules and we can make our programmer more smart and easy to bug it. So precise the specifications, we can precise the specific functions to that particular functions. And information's hiding, encapsulations also, we can say the encapsulations. Like in encapsulations, I can when we'll talk about the capsules, all the users, they don't know what is the compositions and that inside that particular capsules, but they use, users they buy and they use, they get fit, they get healthier. They don't know about the compositions, what is inside that encapsulations, quantity as well as what compositions as well as, but they use. So here users want the particular objectives, they don't want that use the bunky of the codes. So integrity, it helps to integrate that all different functions all together, and simplicity, it makes our like with the different modules, it helps to make our program simple, breakable, and usability. So reusability, we can reuse that function. Once you will create any functions wherever you required, you can call that directly that functions and use it. So implementations and independence, so they are independent. Yeah, they are fully completely and separate, so we can call them at any time. So that is the main motives, these are the main motives for the data abstractions. So we can find here different layers of data abstractions, like machine level language, and then predefined automatic types, and then predefined structures types, and then only data type abstraction data types. So in this way, you can make your clear concept about the ADT. So I think it's lengthy, I'm going to include some more about these subtopics in next video, but required some basic one. Let's a simple one, small topics I would like to include in this video. So requirements to learn the data structure. So if you want to learn the data structures, what be the requirements? So students must know about at least in one particular language, like either C++, Java, or Python. If you have some concept, even JavaScript, no matter, but if you have such concepts, so that you can be able to handle even in temporarily handles within the temporary memory some data, like inserting data, deletions of data, manipulations of data. So you have knowledge about this any particular language, so that you can make it you can learn with programming, with real life. Okay, so in this language, in particular language, you have to know about this some basic topics also, we can say, like if, else if, like conditionally, how you can analyze that conditionally with all data. So that if iterations, how you're going to loop means repetitions of the statements, like iterations also we can say, or loop we can say, like for loop, do while loop, while loops. So there are different types of iteration we can find. Well, we have to get some concept about this. Main is the functions, how to create the functions, how to define the functions, define declarations and use of functions, that how you're going to call that functions, how you're going to define the particular function, that about the functions you have to know. And next is array. If you are using C and C++, you have to know about this array. Like even Java, like pointers, if you are going furthermore, you have to know about the pointers as well, as if you are using like C and C++. And like list and tuples also you have to know, if you are concept about the Pythons. So let's, and then structures and class, that if you are using high level programming language like C, C++, JavaScript, and especially class we can find in object oriented programming language, suppose C++ and JavaScript. Like this, we have to know about this and list and tuples, if you have idea about the Pythons, so you have to know about list and tuples. So these are the things, these are the requirements that you must know as if you are going to learn about this data structure. So these are the basic things you have to know. Furthermore, we'll discuss in next video so like types of different data structures. So this much in this video. Thank you. Please, I'm expecting for your valuable comments.